how I made 7.5 hour on EURUSD. This was actually based on 2 trades that I took on the EURUSD last week. So I want to show you guys the thought process on how I was able to take these trades and come out profitable. 7.5 hour, 7.5 reward simply means 7.5 times what you put in. Meaning that if your risk was 10 pips or 50 pips, then you made 7.5 times that. So this is the trade right in front of us. It's a screenshot because I tend to keep my screenshot so that I could explain the thought process and all behind it. First of all, the thing that jumps at you first of all is that the trend here is down. And looking at the time frame as well, 15 minutes, this started out more or less as a scalp. So I was not going to hold this trade for way too long. Most times, I don't hold my trades over the weekend, right? So it was a downtrend. That's the first thing. Time frame 15 minutes. Now, as it was a downtrend, we hit here as a support, which was formed, acted as support again, and then came back here to act as support. I was not going to waste time and hesitate. Why? Because if it continues to bounce off this level here, there's that high probability that it's going to push higher. And then where is it going to push higher to? It's going to push higher to an area of resistance. And if you know very well, resistance is where you have sellers. And then the trend is down. So of course, I went against this trend. So the counter trend move. So for the trend traders, they will be waiting at these areas here. I can see we already marked out the support, the resistance levels on the chart. So here was a key area. These areas here were key for me that should act as resistance. And if you look very well, these areas, if you are a Fibonacci retracement trader, if you know the Fibonacci tool, and you put it on this kind of chart, you will know that this area here would more or less should be 50 and then 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. So that was a good clue that yes, indeed, we should have sellers waiting over there. Lo and behold, I got my entry here on the bounce of this support, right? You can see it had 1, 2, and then 3. This bounces here, as you can see, I got in here. As I got in here, price pushed higher in my favor. I managed the trade by moving my stop loss above the entry, as you can see, to protect myself. And then the market said to do something. It said to move sideways over here. Whenever price is moving sideways, it simply means that the buyers and the sellers are countering themselves. There is a battle. One of the major problems with traders now is that they don't understand the market structure. I'll just put it this way. When we say market structure, it's all about the price action. You need to understand the behavior of price, the direction of price, the movement of price, and you are good to go. You would always hear me say that just like a broken record. The price came to this area and decided to move sideways. I put an arrow up that the price could push higher or it could fall from here. Either way, I protected this trade, which is now a risk-free trade, for me, right? So as a risk-free trade, it simply means no matter what happens, it's not going to be a loss. I can see that my break-even, my stop loss is now above my entry. So it is break-even plus. I've locked in just a few amount of pips, which is good. And then look at what happened after this particular trade. And then one thing I always say also is that we must always check the calendar. So I check the calendar to find out what's coming out based on USD, because you can see it is EURUSD. Is there anything coming out for the Euro or anything coming out for the USD? You have that there. You know what to do. This is another problem for traders. They don't check the calendar. They don't know when there's going to be an explosion in the market. And then what happened? I got my second entry. So if you look very well over here, this was the first one that we got. Remember, our stop loss was here. And then we got our second entry here. Remember we said arrow up, arrow down? It broke out. This was like a fake move, but as it pulled back, we took the trigger, it pushed higher. Stop loss was somewhere here lower, and then we pushed it here to manage it, trade management. And then price was now moving closer to my take profit. Now you can see we had two positions, and that's why I said how I made 7.5 reward on EURUSD last week. So on this one here, it was pushing higher to this area. So I had two take profits. I had one over here on the first area here, and I had the second one on this area here. And then look at what happened. Of course, I'm telling you this as I got my 7.5 hour. So that means that it hit my take profit on these two trades. And as you can see, it hit the two take profits over here and over here. You can see this close here, this close here, and then I was good to go. Now, this is just from one currency pair, one instrument. And then I always ask traders today, how many trades, how many instruments do you need to trade? Not many. You can be successful with just one. But traders are killing themselves today trying to trade as many as possible. And then some might say, oh, this trade, is it live? Right? And then I will now do this. I will show you. Let me just switch to my live account, one of my live accounts. This is it over here. As you can see on this live account, you can see over here, CMC market. Normally on a demo account, you see the right demo account here, but there's nothing written here like that. And then look at what happened. You can see the same markings over here of where I entered and then where I pulled out. And then look at what happened to the market after. More or less, it ended here. So where I got out wasn't too far off. So it was a good week for me. So guys, always ensure you plan your trades appropriately. And of course, you want to have winners. Stick around, watch the video, ask questions, and trust me, you start to solve your own problems yourself. So I'm rounding up now. I want to say thank you guys. It's a new week. The market is going to be open very soon. I'm going to also do more videos talking about my winners, the reward I'm going to make. Hopefully we make another 7.5 this week. Hopefully we make even more, who knows. But whatever the case might be, I'm going to be giving you regular updates on trades so that you understand the thought process. And of course, it will help you at the end of the day. If you want to learn how to trade, you are new to the business, there's a link in the description for the school. You can go over there and watch the free webinar that talks about the entry, the exit, trade management, risk management, psychology. By the way, we have a robot that is going to be ready very soon. We call it the CSA 4X version 1. I did it myself. Programming isn't easy. I did it myself, and it's going to be ready within a few days or a week or two. And I'm going to launch it out to the public. It's going to be more or less a semi-automated robot, semi-automated EA that's going to help you with respect to trade management, stop loss, take profits for exit, and of course, risk management as well. So with that said, I want to say thank you guys. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure to trade safely, right? In this new week, we have news coming out, check the calendar and so on. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And yes, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and follow us for more. Thank you guys and goodbye for now. Cheers.